Welcome to episode 12 of Bakemonogatari. We're in the second episode of the Tsubasa cat arc, so I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Hanekawa is having headaches, so it seems like Black Hanekawa could be coming out again. We had a little bit of Nadeko in the last episode as well, in addition to some discussion about Shinobu, since she was relevant in the whole Golden Week storyline when Black Hanekawa initially appeared. So we'll see what we get. I know in the preview Senjo Gahara showed up as well, so looking forward to seeing her. She hasn't been in it for quite a few episodes. But we're going to watch and discuss. Got the subtitles and the timer on the screen if you want to follow along, or you can pull up the episode on your own. But either way, let's watch episode 12 in 3, 2, 1, play. We're starting at lunch break. Hitagi! I heart Hitagi. That's beautiful. How nice. Yeah, you should. That's probably a thing you should do in a relationship. I like the hair. A date with my girlfriend? What? And I'm gonna feed you. Right? But in real life, madness. You shouldn't be. I get the fear of Senjo Gahara a little bit sometimes, but you should just go with it. It's fine. That little smile. He's just being playful with you, boy. Calm down. Yeah, right? I really like her hair like that and the sleeves and everything. Ooh, I thought she was gonna use her mouth, but okay. It's kind of weird. She still cleaned it off for you. Yes, dates. Regardless of how you say it, just do it. And this boy's just gonna stuff his mouth rather than saying anything. So then, okay. It's a date. We'll see if he actually makes it. Okay. All right. So it's June 13th. So her birthday's quite a ways away. Oh, it's the stapler. It's the staplers again. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, that's a weird sentence, though. Usually you've been on dates before you can call her your girlfriend. But, whatever. So we're doing the Senjo Gahara opening again. I guess we're getting more focus on her in this episode than on Hanekawa, so stable. That's cool. But either way, while the OP is playing, let me say that if you enjoy these videos, subscribe to the channel. Bakemonogatari comes out on Saturdays, along with other videos every day of the week. Also, check out the description down below. You've got Twitter and Discord if you want to come hang out, and Patreon if you want to support the channel. And we've got some little differences in the OP. Tsubasa cat in there and whatnot. But yeah, support the channel. Get these videos a week early or even earlier. Polls and vlogs, all that stuff. Thank you very much. I can't point out every difference in the OP because I don't remember all the details of it originally because that was the first OP. It's been a while, but obviously there are some differences in there. It's the Tsubasa cat version of Stable. Mother's Day, something. Well, tip, sleep. Okay, yes. So yeah, go on a date with your girlfriend. Do the things that You can't just say you're in a relationship. Nice arm. You got to actually be in the relationship. You've got to do things with her. All right, for a drive. She's like, what the? What? Where? Where are we going? She's dressed up pretty nice. I like it. What? They're in a car. What do you... Exactly. What is so bizarre? What? I don't understand. Well, I don't know if he'll be there for the date. I think he's just the ride. But it's awkward nonetheless. At least he's not saying anything. You don't have to talk to him. I don't believe you. I don't know if you could say love when you've never even had a date. You said it. And her dad's right there. It's really awkward. I do understand where he's coming from with that. He kind of feels like he was forced into that one. Is he trying to get out? He's trapped. The walls are closing in. You often do. Oh shit. We gotta get specific. Alright, well, that's not what she asked. Alright, we'll just have a fucking conversation. I don't know. Oh, cool. I think he means you. Oh god, she's getting her dad involved. No! Well, she doesn't need to. There's no need for clarification. Araragi is fun to say. Okay. We're just talking about Japanese wordplay. Yeah. What a fucking overreaction. Like, why? Just... Like, it's a weird thing to bring up, but just, like, answer the question, man. Don't be a fucking spaz. He deserves it sometimes. You didn't answer her question, why should she answer you? But she did. There you go. Why would you say sorry? Unless he's saying, well, sorry for being so rude. Nice. Nice. Oh, nothing. She's very hard to talk to a lot of the time, but still. She's very entertaining. Yeah. Well, that's good. What did you expect, though? How good is better than I expected? You know she's going to take every opportunity to do that. You've got to be more careful. Her dad's just not saying a thing. So is this whole episode just gonna be in the car? Right? Oh, whoa. Hello. Thigh touch. Higher. I don't know where they're going, if they're going anywhere. Whoa! Okay. Every day. We don't have to spend all the time just studying. Well, there's a lot going on with her that you don't know about. Well, you do know a lot about it, but still. Okay. High praise. It's pretty great. Yeah, there's a lot of stress. You could. I think he knows that. Nice. All right, that's fine too. Why not? You're friends. So. And I love how there are no other cars. It's just them. Because he would not be paying attention to outside of the car. He is trying to focus on what's happening here. Because it's funny. No, you're not wrong. Well, I mean, I guess I can't speak from a different perspective, but I would agree with him generally. It's music. Okay. What is she telling him? His ear is burning. Oh, there's the cars. Oh my god, she's still going. We're speeding up. Heart rate increasing. Getting close to bursting. Oh god! Whoa! Wow. That was, now he's down to zero. He's exhausted. That was something. Okay, well, that was a hell of a car ride, huh? Where are we? Huh. Wait here. Okay, what are we. What are you getting ready? What are we doing? Oh god, no! A talk with the dad! That's so much worse! So this is. Yeah, this is. I see why the opening was like it was. This is a Senjogahara episode for sure. Hello? Uh. Very simple. Okay. All right. Okay, well, he seems like a good guy. He seems okay with their relationship. He knows that she has gone through some shit and that Araragi makes her feel good. And he was happy to do it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool, but what are we doing here? What is the big surprise with this date? Right? He's not gonna take all that credit, even though he should. I mean, you're the one who did it. You brought her to that point. Yeah, that's important. How far is she going? All right, so Papa Senjo Gahara, good guy, good conversation. He should be relieved, and she's back. Right. Very straightforward with him. Okay. What is this place indeed? You're just gonna have to wait and see. She's not gonna ruin the surprise now. What is? He's not even allowed to look where he's going. You couldn't just like blindfold him. All right, are we here for a nighttime picnic, a nighttime stargazing adventure? Do people have picnics at night? That'd be weird. I like the colors. How about that? Very knowledgeable about this. I really like the music too. So, how'd the first date go? Seems like it's turning out all right. Oh, yes. In spades. Yeah, you do. And that. I think I think he probably does. Yeah, yeah, that was brutal. That is completely understandable. Just give it time, take it slow. What a nice, pleasant date scene. During the car ride, I had no idea how it would turn out. But this is really nice. This is really sweet. Not the typical kind of thing you see happen in anime, honestly, between two people. Absolutely. I'm glad that turned out all right. I'm glad it went well. Yeah, obviously. Well, then, we're in the clear. Do it. Yes, it has to happen. However you want to say it, it has to happen. Yeah? Such a change of pace from the stuff we had with Hanekawa last time. This episode focusing solely on Senjugahara and ending up really, really wholesome. That's really cool. I'm glad we had an episode like this. It's interesting that it was just kind of in there in the second episode of Tsubasa Cat. But that's good. I'm glad we don't just have to focus on Hanekawa and all that. Like if the other characters have things they have to do, have really good scenes like this, then yeah, let them have them. And now I want to see how she'll play into the art going forward, but that was really good. I'm glad it went so well. So I'll just let the ending play out now. I am excited to get back to Hanekawa and everything happening there, but this was also good. It was unexpected. I mean, all I saw in the preview was them in a car together, so I knew that'd be part of the episode, but, this date was the whole thing. All right, wrapping that up, let's see what there is at the very end here. Mayoi, Shinobu, Nadeko, Senjugahara, whole gang's here. Was that like Hanekawa in Nadeko's close. And then we had the cat at the end. Anyway, either way, let's talk about it. All right, episode 12. I have to say, bit of a round of applause for that final scene. That was very good. I went back afterwards and listened to the ED again several more times. That scene of just staring up at the starry sky, finally paying attention to the lyrics of the ED. I generally don't in openings and endings for anime. If for no other reason than there could be spoilery things. Maybe I'll check after the fact, after I'm done. But even if it's just a small thing, like a small little hinting of what the show might be about in some of the lyrics of the OP or something, that's something that I would rather get from watching the show itself, and then I can go back and examine the OP in more detail after the fact, you know? So I've never really paid much attention to the lyrics of the ED, and I've been much more careful about that stuff with Bakemonogatari because of how unique of a show it is, and will definitely from now on, again, even if it's after the fact. If you think that like OPs and EDs in the show never have anything that could be considered spoilers, then let me know. But either way, this is definitely a show where paying attention to the details can really benefit you. And so realizing after the fact that, oh, that ED the whole time has been like Senju Gahara pointing out, you know, she starts off with Deneb, Altair, and Vega, and the constellations, and talking about her feelings and everything. And so going back and listening to it more, and listening to the song more, I had a giant smile on my face the whole time, and I got a little bit teary-eyed. The only thing that would have made it better is if Senju Gahara's voice actress was singing that ED, which I don't think she is. I know each character's voice actress sings their own OP, but that ED is a separate matter, I believe. But yeah, just realizing that those were the lyrics. That's so cool, because those have been the lyrics the entire time, and you never knew what the hell that was all about. And so tying it here into the ending scene is pretty great. That was fantastic. I really wasn't sure where the episode was going to go with their first date. I mean, we had a Senju Gahara in the preview last time, and then this time the OP is hers again. It's kind of a second version of it, a Tsubasa cat version of Stable. I'm like, okay, so we're getting a Senju Gahara focus, and the whole episode is their date. And in the first half with the car ride, it's funny and it's interesting, just Senju Gahara playing around with words, playing around with Araragi as she does, but I'm like, I don't know where this is going to end up, and I didn't expect it to be such a sweet, beautiful second half that, again, I want to go back and listen to that song more, and it's gonna get me teary-eyed again when I do. Probably. It's just bringing a smile to my face. That is such a great scene between the two of them. You just don't typically see that kind of thing in anime. You often don't see people end up together in like a real relationship. If you do, it's at the end of a show, which is often quite unsatisfying to me, because like a big part of characters in a relationship in fiction is actually watching the relationship play out. It's like, okay, they got together at the end, so that's cool. Maybe the struggle to get there can be interesting too, but then watching it can also be interesting. Or you have, you know, like shonen series that don't focus on romance at all. Like you've got like Naruto with Hinata or something like that, where there's just no development ever at all. Or you have like the tiniest little bits throughout the series, and then final chapter there's a time skip and oh, they're together, and that's the least satisfying thing in the world. Like the author is basically just telling you, oh yeah, by the way, they got together. Like you don't get to see anything, you don't get to watch any kind of actual relationship or romance develop. And then even in romance series or harem series, like it so rarely plays out this way. And just to have a scene of two people like this together, being so open and honest with each other, saying how they love each other, expressing their feelings, especially somebody like Senju Gahara with all the stuff that she's been through, and being so open towards him, and just being so vulnerable. And with the music playing, leading into the ED with the lyrics and the music, it was fucking great. Again, it was just this sweet, pleasant, smile-inducing scene, the likes of which you really rarely see. It was so well done. Like, the car ride is very entertaining. The fact that her father is there, like, he's being so fucking stupid and awkward. It's like, dude, get a grip. Pull it together a little bit. but I do get where he's coming from, being this excited, like, oh yes, I'm finally going on my first date. It's a weird relationship, you know. They're already boyfriend, girlfriend, they're saying I love you before they've even been on a date. And she can be hard to get along with and hard to talk to at times with the way that she is, and her father being there. I get the nerves from all of that. Nervous enough just being a first date, but then all that, I understand why you're anxious about the whole thing. He could have handled some of it better. But yeah, just her rephrasing everything at the beginning and him being so shy and anxious and excited all at the same time, and getting to the date with her father there. I love the visuals of them being in the car. I thought they were going to be in the car the whole episode, but just being trapped in this car with her and her father. Her wordplay, whether it's the Japanese stuff that I don't understand, or the stuff where she was kind of tricking him into calling her by her first name, which was funny every time she did it. And it was like, dude, you gotta stop falling into that trap. And just talking to her father the way she did, getting close to him, touching him, whispering in his ear when they start talking about Kanbaru, was hilarious and entertaining. And Senjogahara is fantastic. She's such a great character. That was so good. Like with the ear on fire, the gauge, whatever it was, going up. I guess it was the speedometer going up really fast, and then when it was done, deflating, and the gas or whatever it was, the other gauge down to 0 because he was exhausted. And after all that, it's like, what the fuck did she say to him back there? And the nibbling on the ear. That was just a really fun scene of Araragi kind of being completely overwhelmed by the situation. And I'm like, okay, this is a weird date. Where the hell is this going to go? And like I said, I really felt like he could have been a little more focused during the car ride, like asking him questions like, what do you love about me? And him kind of getting all forceful and defensive about it, whereas she just answered it straightforwardly. And his nerves were really getting the better of him. But then, after the fact, having that conversation with her father was really unexpected. And really great. He's voiced by Hasegawa from Gintama and other various shows as well, but that's cool. And he was just like a great dude. And they had a fantastic conversation where he thanked Araragi for helping Hitagi out, because he could tell how much she's changed from being with him and from knowing him. He knows all the shit that she's gone through, and he partially blames himself for not being there enough. And he's grateful because he's noticed this change, and he cares about his daughter. And Araragi, of course, isn't willing to accept thanks for the things that he does, because he doesn't realize how crazy it is going so far out of your way for people the way that he does. But his father tells him, like, it doesn't matter if you didn't do everything yourself, you didn't directly save her. If she saved herself, you were there for her, and that's important. That matters a lot. And I think that really sinks in with him. And then at the end, he gets to have that scene with her and realize how important that is. And I love that, just them saying what they loved about each other and her saying everything. I'm getting a little teary-eyed. Everything that she had to offer to him. And meeting her father was really important, and bringing him to that spot. Okay, I need a second, like, honestly. Anyway, and like, her just opening up the way that she did and being so honest, like, hey, I was a victim of some really messed up shit. So, you know, I don't know if I can fully trust you in that regard just yet. I'm worried that if we try to do something like that, it would make me resent you. And she's just being so honest about this whole thing. And it's mixed in with humor and witty banter too, of course, when she's talking about all the things she can give him. Also spiteful words, and also my body. You mix it in with the humor as well, even though it's also a very serious subject. And he grabs her hand. She's talking about how she's glad she met him through all that misfortune. Like, it's worth it if it led her to him. And he just has to wait a little while. And again, like I've said, just the conversation there was amazing. Just all of the flashbacks of her when she's reciting the constellations, the stars, him thinking about her and realizing how much he cares. And I fucking love Senjogahara so much. He's such an entertaining and such a good character. And Araragi is as well, honestly. And their relationship, even already, is like one of the best relationships I've ever seen in anime. And I hope it stays going strong. I know there's a lot of Monogatari left to get through, but man, if we can have scenes like this again, then holy shit. I'm sure there'll be ups and downs, and I'm there for it. I want to see that. I want to see how this relationship goes. But yeah, just to have a scene like that, to have that scene in the car, which was so much fun, so interesting. Talk about other characters a little bit too. They mentioned Hanekawa. It is her arc after all, and talking about the stress and pressure that she's definitely under. A little bit of mention of Kanbaru, which was really funny. Enjoyed that conversation, and just the greatness of that scene, and with her getting all up close and personal with him, leading to that incredibly emotional date. Yeah, I mean, as you can tell, like it was fucking good. I didn't even know what else to say. I think it really speaks for itself. So that's all I've got for now. If you want to talk about the episode, we can do it in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe if you'd like to see more. Check out all the stuff down in the description as well. Really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.